Well, it was another disappointing loss for the Jaguars. The Atlanta Falcons beat the Jags 24-12. Jacksonville came out flat and was down 2 scores early in the game. And although the situation was similar to last weekend's win against the Raiders, the Jags just were not able to pull off the comeback this week. And joining us now is News4Jax Jaguars analyst and former quarterback, Mark Brunell. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right, let's start with the quarterback.
Okay.
Minshew had a couple of bright spots.
And that has been Minshew really this year. He's had some very good moments, some bright spots. Regressed a little bit the last couple weeks, but had that nice comeback win against the Raiders. Yesterday, not a whole lot. A nice touchdown pass, 42-yarder to Chris Conley, but struggled for the most part. But listen, if you look at the volume of work this year, he's won 5 games for a 6th-round pick. That's not too bad. So there is certainly potential there.
And he's darn likable.
Oh, he absolutely is likable. I love the personality, the moxie. He's a tough kid. He plays hard. He absolutely never quits. He's just so fun to watch.
Now, what about the whole Coughlin thing? I mean, some people thought that might give a little bump to the team to have a bit of a shakeup, but clearly it didn't.
No, it did not. Listen, Coughlin, the Jaguars played bad yesterday without him. He was the executive vice president of football operations, not as directly involved with the team as you might think, not in the locker room, not coaching. So his impact it's not a big impact right now, obviously right now, but before he got fired. So it wasn't going to make much of a difference with him being gone. That's my point. But what a great career he's had with the Jaguars.
Well, and watching the post-game news conference, Doug Marrone, I mean, just even his body language is just so defeated. He almost acts like a man who may not have a job soon.
That's, in all likelihood, that's going to be the case. But Doug Marrone, like all of us, probably just wants this season over. And the good thing is, we're 6 days away. Just can't come soon enough. Hopefully they finish strong with the Colts at home. It would be nice for the fans, for those that decide to show up. But you always want to end a year out in a positive way. To get to 6-10 would be ideal. So we'll see.
Well, just so disappointing because that was such a big deal to win in Oakland, especially with the Raiders' last home game there. I mean, it was fantastic.
It was.
But you don't want to risk injury also when you're not in playoff contention.
Yeah, that's true. But I think at this point, guys are playing for their jobs. Obviously, they're not playing for the playoffs. They're playing to earn a spot next year on this roster. So you can say one thing about this football team. They don't quit. They play hard. Even the guys that have been around for a long time, even the big contract guys are playing hard. They're giving out great effort. I think it's a close-knit team that doesn't quit. That is good. They just haven't won enough games. At one point, it was 4-4 with everything in front of them, and this team, literally, Alicia, they just fell apart, and it's really turned out bad for the Jaguars this year.
All right, we'll get them next year.
Next year. Can't happen soon enough.